say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. A squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Woodside. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Henderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Looking for space, it's Lewis. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 10.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
And guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Steps away. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Off play action. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Looking for room. It's Lewis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
It'll be 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Henderson. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. All by himself. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll take it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll immediately call timeout. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Matthews. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
One more snap coming before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Tigers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the...
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going where? Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He leaves it with his back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Morris.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it. He wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early. These types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. But touchdown, Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On the direct snap, it's Lewis. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it back. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try it over the left side. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rush is on him. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Forced out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Staley. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown ball! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. Finds his man, it's Henderson. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to pass. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Inside the 40. Inside the 30.
Man, that looked like that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting a tackle and preventing 2 points for the other team.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
At the 22-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They get the W, and with that being win number Number 6 looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack.